So, my name is author Lee Wright, and I'm the creator of the Grand Mystic Saga. My first book, The Emerald Scepter of Light Part 1, was just released last week, and it's available at Amazon or barnesandnoble.com. Uh, just want to say thanks to everybody that has supported me along the way, and I appreciate it, and I hope y'all have a good day. Today we are filming part 4 of my Dungeons and Dragons video series. We are creating a character sheet so I can show you the basics of how the game is played. Quick review. Our character is a human wizard named Brayden. We have already rolled for his ability scores, and as you can see on the screen, he did pretty well for himself. The next thing we will go over is proficiency bonus. I'm going to open the player's handbook to page 113. For the class of wizard, you will see this chart that gives you the proficiency bonus, special features, and magical abilities of each level for your class. So this is what you will use to level your character up, this chart here. It says here his proficiency bonus is a +2 for level 1. And for now, we'll get back to his special abilities and magic later. Above your proficiency bonus, you'll see a box for your inspiration points. Now, inspiration points is something that your DM can choose to give you for a variety of reasons. Typically, DMs award it when you play out your personality traits, give in to drawbacks presented by a flaw or a bond, and otherwise portray your character in a very compelling way. Your DM will tell you how you can earn inspiration in the game, and it's up to his discretion. Spending inspiration can give you a bonus on like attacks, on like certain moves with your skills. You can use your inspiration point however you want to give you a bonus and advantage in the game. One of the things I want to talk to you today about is skills. And on your character sheet, your skills are one of your most important things because it determines if you roll the dice and how successful you are on the roll. So I'm going to list some examples for you here shortly. The player's handbook lists what skills that each class is proficient in. For the wizard, it says choose 2 from Arcana, History, Insight, Investigation, Medicine, and Religion. So for the wizard, I'm going to choose Arcane and Investigation. And now I will get my proficiency bonus for those 2 skills. It also lists what saving throws I'm proficient at. So what is a saving throw? A saving throw, if you take damage during battle, or some magic spells allow for a saving throw too. Basically, it's a roll of the dice added to whatever skill modifier that the save calls for. And if you are successful, then you won't receive as much damage, or you could even save yourself altogether. It just depends on the situation. Um, it says here in the player's handbook that a wizard is proficient in intelligence and wisdom saving throws. What is initiative? Initiative is basically how fast you react to any given situation. So, like at the start of every battle, I will ask you to roll for initiative, and you will get a bonus, and it'll be listed here on the box. How much bonus you get, and that's based on your dexterity. So everybody rolls at the beginning of battle, and then whoever has the highest roll total goes first, then attacks first, and then second, and then third, and so on. And the monsters roll too, so the monsters attack in that line somewhere as well. So your speed is how far you move in one action. So if you look at a checkerboard, every square is 5 feet. So In one action, you can move up to 5 squares. If you attack in that action, you can move up to 25 feet after or before the attack. Okay, so the next thing that I need to talk about is your AC, which is your armor class. It's the number that it takes to hit you in battle. So, like if your AC is 16, then I have to roll a 16 on the dice in order to hit you and do damage to you. So, weapons and armor. Our character is a wizard, so I would in the book it'll give you some suggestions on what weapons you can assign. But for a wizard, I would assign a oak staff, and for his armor, I would probably give him no armor because a wizard has to have light armor because they have to be able to have movement to cast their spells. So they usually don't wear armor at all. Maybe a protective ring or something like that. So the last thing that we're gonna do today is go over our special ability or features and then our magic. So first let's go back and look at the wizard's chart in the player's handbook. As you can see, uh, his features for level 1 are spellcasting and arcane recovery. So let's go with spellcasting first. We're going to turn the page here. Alright, spellcasting. As a student of arcane magic, you have a spellbook containing spells that show the first glimmerings of your true power. See Chapter 10 for the general rules of spellcasting and Chapter 11 for the wizard spell list. Cantrips. At first level, you know 3 cantrips of your choice from the wizard spell list. You learn additional wizard cantrips of your choice at higher levels, as shown in the cantrips known column of the wizard table. At first level, you have a spell book containing 6 first level wizard spells of your choice. 6 first level spells. Your spell book is your repository of the wizard spells that you know, except for your cantrips, which are fixed in your mind. Before we pick out your spells, we're going to go ahead and go over the other feature, which was arcane recovery. And it says you have learned to regain some of your magical energy by studying your spellbook. Once per day, when you finish a short rest, you can expand the spell slots to recover. The spell slots can have a combined level that is equal to or less than half your wizard's level. Blah blah blah. So basically, you can heal yourself using spell slots. So before we pick out your spells for your spell book, we're going to go back to the page before that on to that quick build from earlier, and it said choose the sage background, which I haven't made it to the background yet, so that's a higher level. But it also says third choose mage hand, light, and ray of frost cantrips, along with the following first level spells from your spellbook: Burning Hands, Charm Person, Feather Fall, Mage's Armor, Magic Missile, and Sleep. Chapter 10 and 11 in the player's handbook is Chapter 10 is spellcasting, and Chapter 11 is spells, your list of magic spells for every class that's a magic user. Um, So you can turn to the wizard spell list on page 210 and pick out your own spells for your spell book if you wish. Or you can choose the ones that was already listed for you in the player's handbook. For the sake of this, I'm just choosing the ones that's in the handbook. So the last thing I want to go over is your spell slots for your magic spells. Uh, A wizard can cast 3 cantrips and 2 first level spells per day, according to this chart. This should be drawn on your character sheets like this. Every time the spell is used, mark off that slot according to what level the spell is. Like if you cast a level 1 spell, you'll mark off the level 1 slot. Uh, these are how many spells you can cast per day. Once you complete a successful rest for the night, your spell slots will be renewed for the next day, and you start all over again. Well, this pretty well completes the first page of your character sheet. Uh, the second page is basically your backpack, your money, um, other things that your DM will help you go over whenever you create an actual character. There's no need for us to do this today. Well, that's it for today. Join me for the final video in this series when one of my former D&D players actually joins me, and we're going to video a mock battle between Brayden, the character we just created, and a monster from the monster manual, and we'll find out how he holds up. Take care. Y'all have a blessed day, and I'll see you again soon.